Oh, the Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree. Have you noticed the Dollar Tree signs? Dollar Tree? Remember these signs? It just says one. There's no dollar sign after that because everything is not a dollar anymore. It's the end of the summer and everything is okay. That's all that matters, right? And that's what happens, is that we're asked to deal with levels of suck, you know, to the point where if you say anything, then it's like, well, maybe in your day it was like this, but not, you know. So that's another divisive thing that they do, is like, if you speak out or say anything, well, you're old, you remember the 20th century, you know, of course, you know, things are going to be different. So we're asked to accept more and more levels of suck, okay, of, you know, cheaper and cheaper and crappier things, of cars that break after 100,000 miles, of TVs that like break, everything is more expensive, plus it's more surveillance. You know, we're asked to like put up with a level of surveillance, and if we speak out about it, then we're paranoid, or that we're old, you know. And that is the attack that they have for us, is that you're just worried. Well, if you have nothing to, like, this is what I first heard after 9/11 was the surveillance state, the beginnings of that, which is if you're not doing anything wrong, you have nothing to worry about. Well, wasn't doing anything wrong, but I'm still worried, and I think everyone else should be, about cameras, you know, these sort of like AI cameras. There's a big deal about, but just in general surveillance. It's one of the reasons why I never got a smartphone, and I really do feel that smartphones are not healthy. Okay, they're not healthy. They have brainwashed folks. There used to be idle time where you stop and you think at a stoplight, okay, red light. What do I have to do today? Am I in the correct lane? You know, like, oh, I wonder how my dad is. You know, like, these are things that people used to do. They used to stop and think. People are no longer stopping and thinking. They're stopping and using their phone in the car. You know, it's like, how much time is wasted during the day when I'm like at a light that turns green and people are just fucking sitting there. Okay, that is not okay. It is not okay that people's brains have been altered by this constant use of these devices. You know, I really think that it has altered the brain chemistry of the average cell phone user. This whole thing of just recklessness, you know, of like, to the point where I'm like, you know, you're gonna get hurt too. Did that ever occur to them that they may also be hurt? Or does everyone think they're a fucking superhero? Because we've seen the rise of the superheroes, you know, and it's like, I like superheroes. You know, my daughter likes superheroes. I like superheroes, you know. But to sort of like disconnect from reality and think that you are a superhero is a bit off. Imagine if there's like people without cell phones, smartphones, and they're the ones that have the ability to see through all of the crap that they're putting us through, and they become sort of ostracized. It becomes like a legal thing that you need to have a smartphone. You know, it's required that if you don't have your smartphone and you get stopped, you know, people, you get arrested or something. Sort of like the telescreen in 1984, but that's what it's become in a way, is the smartphone is a surveillance tool for folks. It's also a data information gathering thing, and, you know, how dare you not want to give your data to the government or to business, big business, which just seems to be the same thing at this point, as government is now taking over businesses. You know, hey, where are the Liberty folks? Where are the Patriots? Where are the fucking Tea Party folks? Government overreach. Yeah. Government overreach is turned into a government reach around, and you're okay with that.